Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. President, I heard the remarks a few minutes ago of the Republican leader of the Senate, and I wanted to respond because he referred to our Senate Judiciary Committee. What happened in Butler, Pennsylvania, in the attempted assassination of former President Donald Trump was shocking and unacceptable conduct by the part of those who were authorized and responsible for his safety. There's no question in my mind that there's a bipartisan feeling that we may have our differences on issues and other matters, but when it comes to the protection of all of elected officials, particularly in this case, the former President of the United States, we should all put the resources necessary and the strategy necessary to keep them safe at all times. Thank God Donald Trump, whom I disagree with on many issues, survived that experience. It would have been horrible for this nation and for his family if this would have just been changed a little bit. He was 1 inch away from losing his life. Let's be honest about it. How in the world did that happen? With all of the law enforcement and all of the federal officials present, what went wrong? Well, the former director, who resigned today, said that there was a failure and she accepted responsibility for it. I think we've got to get more information as this case develops, but we want to do it in an orderly fashion. The House hearing yesterday was the beginning. 5 hours of testimony that revealed some things, but clearly not enough when it comes to what happened on that day. And the decision at the Senate level has been the subject of bipartisan cooperation from the start. There's nothing partisan about this issue. There shouldn't be. And for anyone to suggest that we're not responding to the needs of the nation to learn valuable information, Senator McConnell is just wrong. And I invite him to reach out to the Republican leaders in the committees affected, his GAC committee as well as Judiciary Committee, and he will learn that we've been working on a hearing for the next week, which is the last week we're in session before the Democratic National Convention. And we're going to do our best to get the witnesses there who will produce the information so we learn more about it. This has been a bipartisan effort from the start, and it should be. It should be all the way. There is no partisanship involved in the security and safety of elected officials. It is a bipartisan, nonpartisan issue, and we've got to do everything in our power to keep people safe. So I'm hoping that Senator McConnell will reach out to the staff of the Senate Judiciary Committee and his GAC committee to realize that we're working on that hearing next week, as we should.